Let's do this Snow White inspired look.
Snow White, makeup on brown skin. Let's get started. Now I'm filming a style analyzing video of Snow White, so that's why I'm doing this makeup. And right after this video, I'm gonna sit my little butt down and watch this live action movie because I've filmed this video before, not the makeup portion of this. And overall, your girl just wants to look more presentable because the first time I filmed it, I was quite sick. But anyways, this will be the part of the video that should be the most entertaining. I'm gonna kind of give you a rendition of Snow White. Now, there are many versions of Snow White. So sorry for the plane in the background. Snow White has been told in so many different countries, even in Spain, which I will be bringing up in my style analyzing video. She's back. So, let's start. Now, Snow White's name has come from many different versions. Some versions were literally like, her skin was just white as snow, her cheeks were rosy and red as blood, her lips were red as blood, and her hair was as dark as raven feathers. That is like the most known version. That's the version that Disney came from. But in this new movie, it's because Snow White's mother survived the snowstorm, or she was like born in the snowstorm, which has also been told in it before. So to brighten up my under eyes, I'm also going to use baby powder because my skin is not as white as snow, but it helps if I have some brightening to my face. So yeah, so that wasn't changed just because Rachel Zegler skin isn't as white as snow. That is actually a thing. Like, some it's because she was given birth in a wagon while they were like heading to like the hospital, which the hospital didn't exist, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, so if you're gonna do the baby powder method, I recommend doing it all over the face just to even it out. And I recommend blending it into your neck. Alright, so there are many versions, but my favorite version is like the classic Brothers Grimm version, I'm pretty sure. Shoulda wrote a script, Abby, whatever. So in this version, it's the same rundown as the Disney one, except for there are 3 different types of death. The first one is she's given this magical comb that like gets stuck in her skull. And that is the first way she dies, but the dwarfs take it out. And then she is given a magical corset. And this corset is wound so tight that like she suffocates and like can't breathe. Me in my last video. So then she like passes out from that, but then the dwarfs take it off her. Then the final death is the poisoned apple, which I have yet to see an interpretation of a movie version of Snow White where we see this. Okay, that blush is way too dark. I want a more very like pink, very like flushed version. So I'm gonna go in with a red color. So yeah, there are so many different versions of Snow White. But there's also a version where like her mom stays alive and her mom is just jealous of the way her daughter looks. Like, it's not even the stepmother, it's her actual mother who wished for her to look like Snow White. Like, red cheeks. It's just crazy. Like, it's very wild that like she's jealous of her own daughter in these versions. Anyways, it's just wild to me. But Snow White is known to be this naive character. And we have gotten so many different versions of her in media. Some taking away from her softness, some adding it to her softness, and that being the reason why she's taken advantage of so many times. So I'm going to go in and put a little bit of depth into my eye. You're gonna add a little bit of black, and with your finger or a brush, you're going to just kind of blend it into your eye. My biggest gripe with this movie that I have not watched yet, but seen clips of, is the way that they did Rachel Zegler's makeup. But I'll talk about that in the style analyzing video, which should be posted right after, before this video. I think I should post it before. That would make a lot more sense. Anyway, so I'm just gonna add dimension to my eye using this brown, a dark brown color, and we're going to just put that all over the eyelid, and we're going to put it under the eyelid as well and just blend it. Snow White is a very soft character with rounder features, and since I also have rounder features, you're just gonna kind of want to add to those features, but while still adding depth to your face. So what I'm gonna do as well is I'm gonna get this white powder and I'm going to put it over my eyelids as well. I'm gonna just put it on the top though, just to help add a lot of depth to the eye. So I'm just gonna go over that. Okay, so after those steps, you're gonna want to go back in over the eyelid, and you're gonna kind of want to get a lighter brown color and put it closer to the inner corner of your eye, just like this, just like so. And then you're gonna blend it in. Do the same on other side of your face. You're just gonna blend like this. Ugh, why do my eyebrows look crooked? Because this isn't in the freaking middle of my face. Now you're gonna go in with your eyebrows, and like the whole like point of Snow White is to, you just see this doe-eyed girl. So you're gonna want to kind of like soften your eyebrows. Don't make them too sharp. Don't make them too like sculpted either though. And I'm gonna go in. I do not have an eyebrow pencil, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna go in with this dark brown and kind of fill in my eyebrow. Maybe in with black. Okay, once you finish your brows, I'm just gonna fix up this one a little bit more because this one's always my problem brow. Just gonna soften it up a little bit. Now I'm a little scared for this part. The red lip. This is what's going to make the look. But first, since I am black and I have black features, I'm not gonna go directly and put on this lip. I'm gonna put some dimension into my lips. I'm just adding some black in the inner corner. I do have a brown lip liner, but it's too light for this look. So you're gonna just go around your lip, go over that Cupid's bow if you have one. And first off, I'm gonna go in with this red and then this darker. Trust the process, okay? You're gonna want to trust the process with this. Looks way better already. Just gonna go in. I recommend using like a deep cherry red color, but if you do have fairer features, you can go in with an orangey red lip. I look so dumb, but like patting this down. And then I'm gonna go in and fix up my cheeks just a little bit. And now we're gonna add some sparkle to this look, because she's kissed by snow, literally, like in a version like she has a magical snowflake. It's very interesting. Ooh, so I'm gonna just put some highlight on my collarbones, gonna just show that she's kissed by snow. And now we are going to go in with the white highlighter, and I'm gonna put it right on top of the eye. Right on top of the eye. And see how that just fixes the look. Can go over that. Right on top of the eye. And now I am going to add a half lash. You can do a full lash first. Alrighty, so I added lashes. I'm going to actually go in with my brown lip liner just to definitely give this lip more depth. Definitely gonna add more shadow and dimension to the lip because I feel like darker red lip looks better on brown skin. Way better. Okay, now I am going to go in on the lid one more time and just add some lighter brown because I feel like the cool tone is a little too harsh on me. Ooh, I can find a freaking brush to do it with, so I'm just gonna go in like that and just go over it just a bit, just to warm things up for me. If you have a cooler tone, I think that this cooler tone look would look better, but this is just a way to have like Snow White's makeup without looking too weird, because hey, sometimes you want to try a makeup look and it just looks off on you, and that's okay. So I'm gonna go under my eye and just accentuate it, because that gives you a softer, more innocent, I don't want to say innocent, but a softer look. So we can go in with white on that. Okay, now the makeup is done. I'm gonna add a little bit of gloss just to the top. Gonna just cut it out. And it looks way better in person. And I think the lighting's too harsh. Let me see, look, it looks way better without all this harsh makeup lighting. But now we are going to do style the hair. I'm going to do soft curls. Like one of my other really big gripes about the Snow White movie is how they styled Rachel Zegler's hair. Oof, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. I had to cut my favorite wig for a role that I did. It wasn't even a big role, but I like going all out for any role I get. I was a reporter, so if you have a short wig, you're definitely gonna want to use it. All right, you can use a rod for this, but I feel like Snow White in the original version, not me having a casually having a pimple patch on it, has these, ooh girl, come on, come off, has like very voluminous curly hair. So I'm just gonna go throughout my whole head and curl it. Alrighty, and now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna just go through the roots. And then I'm gonna just go through the roots and add more volume. I'm definitely gonna have to fix some of these curls because I was lazy. Ooh, exposed. Exposed. Kinda gonna illumine, add some volume to this hair. I'm definitely gonna have to go in and add more voluminous curls. But you know, for now, it's fine. I'll probably touch it up when I do thing. Now I'm gonna go. Oh, I forgot this freaking bow is broken. Dang it, come on. This freaking snap thing broke and it's pissing me off. No, it's gonna be perfect. Just wait, just imagine. Just imagine for a moment. It's okay. Just imagine. Imagine it could stay. Ah, dang it! Why am I such a hot mess? I'm sad. I keep forgetting that it's broken. Something happened. Let's see. I can't force it or else I'm gonna break it even more. But just imagine this look. The fat, juicy red bow right smack dab in the middle. I'm gonna have to balance my head. Okay. What can I do? Here's the final result. Oh. Okay, I'm so sorry if the audio is jacked up. At the beginning of this video, I did not realize that my headphones were still connected to my phone. Anyways, would I do this look again? If I were to cosplay Snow White, but I feel like I wouldn't cosplay Snow White. I feel like, for me personally, my features are just don't work well with it. Like, the only thing I have going with me is that I have rounded eyes and that I have a rounder face. So I kind of match her aesthetic a little bit. But anyways, let me show you the fit that I picked out. I'm filming a style analyzing video, that's why. Oh, I'm so sorry. This. Come on, babes. Work with me. This is the outfit. But I have red pumps. And I have this kind of skirt. This is cute. Don't get me wrong. Like, I feel cute. But I'm just not a big red lipstick person. Like, it looks way better without this really harsh lighting on. Ooh, I still need this light on though. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and go watch the style analyzing video because I worked hard on it. Now I'm gonna go watch this trash movie.